what else? Okay, let's. I'm just kind of go through here. We got a mishmash of stuff. Can we talk about the Oilers?
Sure.
Um, this looks like a team I was watching tonight that reminded me of the Canucks under Travis Green. They look a little lost.
Yeah.
They look a little inconfident. They look very frustrated. Um, the one difference is they do not have goaltending to keep them in the game at all.
Yeah, that was there for them earlier in the season.
Uh,
You know, what are they going to change coaches again?
well, there's a name coming out. Apparently, the name Mike Babcock is being linked to
Mike
the
Oh,
Oilers.
stop it!
Babcock.
He's not going to Edmonton. Enough.
Honestly,
Enough.
I'm with you, Tyler. I don't think it happens. I think this is more fan based, um, like chicken little stuff going on here more than anything else.
Yeah.
This is speculation that has become no. I mean speculation. This is just fan base rumor mongering that has created something that doesn't actually have any legs.
No.
Okay, but let me counter something for you. If you see a team in your division going 8-0-1 with a new head coach, and you see your team struggling right now, and your team has to make there's no question. Like let's just be flat out honest. The Oilers must must make the playoffs, and not only that, they have to win at least one round. They that is like that's an absolute. I don't think that we disagree with this. Do you not think that a coaching change is at least on the table? I'm not
I'm
saying
not.
it's Babcock,
Yeah.
but you have to think a coaching change is on the table here.
Oh, I think everything's on the table. Well, almost
Yeah.
everything. You're not trading
Yeah,
McDavid or
trading
Drysdale,
McDavid. Yeah, you're not doing that.
but
No.
they. I think you're. If I'm Ken Holland, I'm moving heaven and earth to try and find a way to get a goaltender who can stop a puck and not flop like he's.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thoughts and prayers to Mika Koskinen
Oh,
as he took a
that's an
nasty spill.
all-time flop there.
Yeah,
He must have
Oh,
learned that from his goaltending partner there, Mike Smith, too.
yeah. I
He,
think he
he
did.
spaz it back every time. He
Yeah,
gets bumped, too.
both horrific acting jobs too. By the way.
And, well, yeah, Koskinen, that was something special. Look, the Oilers are in playoff position right now. I'm not saying comfortably in playoff position. They're in playoff position. They started the season, 9-1 or something? Like, everybody needs to
but
calm down a
it's
little bit. And
yeah,
Kenny
but
Holland
that
doesn't seem like the knee-jerk react type of manager to me.
I think they make a trade for a goalie before they make a coaching change. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do make a coaching change. I just don't think Mike Babcock's the name. I think there's still a cloud around his name that would they wouldn't do it. I don't
Yeah,
think they do
I mean,
it.
I haven't been watching the Oilers that closely lately. I mean, are they looking like beer league hockey team, bad, lost? Everybody looking around for an answer, or are they just struggling a little bit? Like with the Canucks, it was the former there. It did look like they were running around with their like chickens with their heads cut off, and then it got to the point where like, are they trying to get the coach fired? I mean, it looked like they quit. I don't know if the Oilers look like they have quit yet. They're just struggling.
They look very frustrated. I will say that. Like just from watching them tonight.
And to Sean's point, like if you don't have the goaltending, it's so deflating for the rest of the guys.
Absolutely. I mean McDavid. I mean it was.
That wasn't the problem with the Canucks. They had the goaltending. They just
They
didn't
did
have
have the
anybody else
goaltending.
doing the job properly.
I mean, a couple of times tonight, McDavid sets up Hyman on a beautiful pass one timer, and Gorgiev makes the save, and then they go down and score.
Yeah.
McDavid, Draisaitl sets up McDavid for a one timer. Gorgiev makes the save, and then they go down and score. I mean, the first one was obviously his fault. The second one, you could make an argument if that's Koskinen's fault or not, but they're not getting the goaltending. I think their defense is weak. I mean, I think Holland has to make some changes, but yeah.
Yeah, I just look at it and I think they need to get some goaltending. They need to fix that blue line. They need to have maybe a new coach is it. Like we just saw what, as you said, Kev, we saw what the new coach did with the Canucks. I think even the Flyers have looked a little bit better since the coaching change. You can get that. And something big is going to happen in Edmonton in the next month. Whether it's a trade and they finally get a goaltender who isn't 38 years old and or and whatever. Like I was talking with friend of the show, Graham Mosiman, about how if this was a normal season and you didn't have all this COVID stuff to navigate, would they have already made a trade with Columbus to grab like Korpisalo? So I feel like Merzlikins is their 1A there. They've got Daniel Tarasov, who's come in and played really well for them already, and he is another Ian Clark special. And meanwhile, up in Edmonton, they've got Stuart Skinner, who nearly basically almost scored on his own net in his first game. He's played okay. But then you've got Mike Smith, who gets injured every second, third game now. I mean, that was going in like, yeah, if Mike Smith can stay healthy and like the changes he's made to his game have been good, and he'll be able to be a solid goaltender for them. I just didn't at that age could his body hold up, and it's proven that it can't. Yeah. And then Mikko Koskinen is Mikko Koskinen, and has not been is not a good 1A to his starter goaltender.
No,
he's an okay backup. He can play good for you for streaks, but he's not going to be able to carry the load as a starter or even a 1A. They desperately need to find a way to improve that, and they need to improve that blue line, and I think they need to give some of the kids a chance in that bottom six. McLeod, I think he deserves more opportunity. They're finally seeing Puljujärvi, the Bison King, do something. Why? What does hold them back on giving Tyler Benson a shot?
They've got perhaps the coach doesn't want to give him a shot.
I think
he played tonight. He got an assist tonight. Benson did.
So it's just, I think it's time to just try something different, and I think it's time to let the kids run with that bottom six and see what happens, because going with vets and all this is not working.